Hi guys, how are you? So one of the reasons why you're going to just be seeing beautiful photographs here is because I'm doing this memo in my bed. The lights are all out and it's dark. I can sometimes do my best thinking in the darkness. So tonight, what I'd love to talk about is actually finding inspiration and finding joy in the darkness. It's funny, tonight when I came home from the gym, I had to go get groceries, and as I was coming back home, because I'm just so new to the Tucson area, I ended up turning left, and I ended up turning onto a one-way street, and there was no the lighting out here is totally different than in San Diego. In San Diego there's a lot of street lights, and out here they're major streets that don't have street lights like we have in San Diego. So it's dark, and I didn't know where I was going. I was going the wrong way up a one-way street, and I was like, oh my gosh, I must just look like such an idiot right now. And I was trying to turn my car around, and it was just everything was fine. I ended up turning around and then taking a right and just kind of backtracking, but I just didn't know where I was, and I was getting confused. And I found myself thinking, how many times in life have we all found ourselves in that situation where we are going down a road, and then all of a sudden the road that we're going down is dark, and then maybe it's even more than dark, it's now a one-way street going in the opposite direction, and it's you have to keep yourself very calm, you have to turn yourself around, you have to remember where your last steps were so you can just kind of retrace and get back on that correct road again. So how do we do that? How do we get back on that correct road? Well, I think the first place we need to start is, number one, you have to be really gentle on yourself. And what do I mean by being gentle on yourself? There's a lot of trainers out there and people in the fitness industry that are go, give me 10 more, come on, and scream and yell, come on, you gotta lose 20 pounds in 1 week, and it's just so harsh. It's I don't know, in my position in life and who I am as a coach now, is I've been through that phase of training, I've been through that phase in my life, and I just I look back and I just realize, yes, you can accomplish a lot if you keep that intensity, but at the same time, you lose focus on the other things of life. For example, you have to have balance, you have to have restoration, you have to have rest, you have to allow your body to go into what I call a homeostatic state, a place in which it develops a natural biorhythm of equilibrium. And what I mean by that is not only body weight, I mean body fat, I mean your health, I mean your micronutrients. What are your proteins, your carbohydrates, your fats? What is your rest time? What is your meditation time? What is your prayer time? What are your passion projects? Are you creating? Are you around people that allow you to feel passionate and creative? Are you emotional? Are you allowing yourself to have downtime? Are you allowing yourself to be emotional? Are you allowing yourself to feel the rays of the sunshine? But are you also allowing yourself to sit quietly and watch the full moon? gaze past you. It's like there are so many things that we have to just make sure that we balance within our soul. And it's funny because I turned myself around and then I found myself getting on the road, and I didn't panic. I just was really relaxed. I got back on the road, and as I was driving back to my house, the roads are just, they're so dark out here, and I wonder, like, how do they not have, like, street lights? And again, it was God whispering to me, speak on this tonight. When you go to bed and you're having your quiet moments before you go to sleep, I want you to tell this story. Tell this story to your YouTube audience. And I want you to share with them that the most important thing is balance, is being gentle on your soul. Because here's the thing, ladies and gentlemen, yes, it's awesome to be strong. Yes, it's awesome to eat clean and lead a life of vibrancy, yes. But if it is coming at the cost of not connecting with your family, of not having that internal gentleness, that connection within your soul, then let me tell you, I don't think you're on the right path. I think you need to check in on all these other levels, because if I were to kind of look back at my life, it's like I've just seen many phases. I've seen a lot of amazing success. I mean, a lot of success. But then I've also seen, devastatingly hard, difficult moments in my life. And let me tell you, I'm so glad I had both emotions. I'm so glad I felt both tips of the spectrum and both branches of the trees. Because now, like, the wisdom that I've gained and the wisdom in which I want this channel and I want my platform to be, is to ask yourself, are you balanced? How balanced are you? What's going on with your art? What's going on with your music? What's going on with your writing? What's going on with your volunteerism? What's going on with the way you're eating? What's going on with the way you're sleeping? What's going on with the way you're cooking? What's going on with the connection with your children, with your husband, with your friends? All of these things matter. All of these things, I think, if we are living a life of purpose, a life of passion, and a life of conviction, all of these things have to interplay. And I know that, it's not easy. I mean, you can't do all things every day, but what you can do, number one, is try to make a difference every day. So every day of your life, ask yourself, did I manage to help one person? And here's how simple it can be. Does your neighbor need help taking the trash out? Does a man need help with his groceries to his car? Are you, when you're at the gym, are you being gentle and smiling and giving an air of maybe helping someone that may be down and feeling defeated? Are you connecting with nature? Are you just sitting in nature? Have a cup of tea today and just sit and watch the birds. Go for a walk by the ocean. Go for a walk in your neighborhood. Just express and feel and press into life. I think that's the smile that I got as I drove down the road, because right as I was coming up to our house, I looked up and there was the big, beautiful moon. And for some reason, I don't know why, but I started to laugh. because I was like, you know what, Lord, you have such a sense of humor. Because if there's a lot of bright lights around, street lights, I would never have seen that moon. I wouldn't have really, because as soon as I turned that corner and saw that moon, it was so bright. It was so big. It was like, have you ever seen those yellow eyes of some black cats? They had those big yellow eyes. That's what it was. It was this thing, this magnanimous, beautiful, glowing, yellow, bright moon in a clear black sky. It was just beautiful. So, take a breath, breathe in, and breathe out. Just ask yourself, am I being too hard on myself today? Maybe I need to just relax a little bit. Maybe I need to just say, you know what? You are awesome. And you're doing the very best that you can, given the skills, given the finances, given your ability, given your station in life right now. You know what, self? I'm pretty proud of you. You're doing the very best that you can. And let me tell you, this is from, I'm just here by myself in my bed talking to you. But I have to know that if you've listened this long to this tape, that maybe you are that person today that I was supposed to help you. Isn't that cool? Isn't that neat to think about? And you, by listening to this, are helping me. Because you have given me purpose in this moment. But isn't that neat? Isn't that so neat? Because you now have a spark of inspiration and purpose. And now you'll go out and help someone else find their spark and their purpose. And etc. and etc. and etc. And that's just so cool when we can do that, like flashing lightning bugs. We can all just learn to connect to each other and just pass on that brightness, that bright light, that just beautiful wisdom that we all have. We all have that special love. We all have that special energy. Gosh, you guys, I love you so much. It's been a total struggle. You know, I'm still struggling. We haven't really been here that long in Tucson. You know, it's tough. It's so tough. My husband's getting his PhD, and I literally, our first year of marriage was amazing. We've been together 13 years. Our first year of marriage was just off the charts amazing. We both are just ocean souls. Go to the ocean and paddleboard, and he surfs, and I want my dogs, and I film my videos, and had my clients, and he had his teaching. I mean, we just had a total awesome life. And then we moved here because he's getting his PhD at University of Arizona, and I know no one. I've been on several job interviews that have been just really ageist, really like I feel 30 years older. It's just not been good experiences at all. I'll vlog on that one more later, but it's just been very, very defeating. What I normally make with clients is just the market's it's just a different market here. So it's been a really, really big struggle. It's just been a big struggle to be able to pay for groceries, think about the rent, think about utilities. It's been really, really tough. At the same time, I also know that in those tough moments, if you cling to your faith, if you cling to your purpose, if you align with what that magic spark is within you, that's what we're here to do. And God will bring the right people. He will bring the finances. He will bring light to your situation. I know that he will, because he's already doing it. It will happen. Now, happen. Now, at the same time, it's tough. I mean, it's like I have moments. Oh my gosh, I can't even tell you how many times I've cried. I have cried so many times. I cried literally, I think, every day for a month before I left San Diego. And then when I got here, for the first like 3 weeks of just, I think I cried every day too. You just cry for, you don't know where things are. It's just, you miss your family, you miss your friends, you just miss what's familiar to you. You miss knowing, like, at the dollar store in San Diego, there's a dollar store in Encinitas, I could get all fresh fruits and vegetables, and it was like very affordable for us. And then I knew like the Trader Joe's, what salads to get, and you just kind of like, I know where to get. I know the different sections in the Home Depot. It's like I know our little surf spot. I know places I could get away spiritually to kind of like reconnect. So it's just tough. It's tough not knowing anything about where you are, not knowing where restaurants are, grocery stores, gas stations, gyms. I mean, it's just, it's crazy. But at the same time, too, I'm going to use this opportunity as a time for me to kind of go into this dojo of reliance, of self-reliance, and being gentle, and being okay with things being totally not okay, and being okay with life being totally in chaos, being okay with a husband that like literally studies for 18 hours a day, and I might see him for 10 minutes every day, where before he was like my best friend and I saw him, we got to spend time a lot, so it's like, it's a total journey of being independent and really kind of out there on your own. But then at the same time too, it's like, I also know that he is just, I mean, there's no other person I ever could see my soul with. He is my soulmate. He's my best friend. He's my little rock. He loves me and adores me, and I love and adore him. And we have two amazing Shar-Peis that are so ferocious and protective. It's funny, when he leaves, these dogs go into like guard dog mode. It's hilarious. They will not, if I'm walking them out on the street and someone sees me, they won't even let the person cross the street. They'll want to eat their leg off. It's funny. Anyway, I love you guys. I don't want to make this very much longer. I really wanted to have an opportunity to just speak from my heart. And, yeah, if you guys could see me, I'm just sitting here on my bed. There's a little candle flickering. The whole room is dark, besides the light of that little candle. And, yeah, I really wanted to have an authentic connection with you all. So let me know how you guys are doing. Leave your comments below. Thank you for listening, and just know that I love you, and I'm a stand for you. I'm a stand for us all just getting back in the fight and being amazing, strong warriors. Alright, now go just kick it. Just kick it. Kick the you-know-what out of life. Alright, you guys. Love you. Bye.